The Justice Department alleges sexual abuse of migrant children housed in nonprofit shelters. The allegations were made in lawsuits which Texas-based Southwest Key said does not present the accurate picture of the care and commitment it provides to migrant children. The U.S. government filed a lawsuit against its largest provider of temporary shelter for underage migrants, alleging widespread sexual abuse of vulnerable children it was entrusted to protect. The civil rights suit filed Wednesday in Austin, Texas, claims Austin-based Southwest Key Programs, Inc. engaged in a pattern or practice of sexual abuse and harassment of unaccompanied children, which it said is a violation of the Fair Housing Act. The lawsuit alleges that employees of the nonprofit subjected migrant children sent to its facility because they were unaccompanied by relatives or guardians at the southwest border to severe sexual abuse and rape. It also alleges that employees engaged in solicitation of sex, requested nude photos, tried to start inappropriate relationships, made sexual comments and gestures, leered, and touched children inappropriately.
So this whole building and organization was just basically a child sex ring. Yep. And we talked about this before, and I brought it up because I remember when Donald Trump was president, they were separating the kids from the parents, and like 500 some odd kids just got lost. They never found them. And I knew exactly, we all know where they went. They went into the sex trade. You know what I'm saying? They were put into there. And this is just a little bit of more aftermath of it. You know, and this is how they're treating people just because they don't speak the same language as us. This is disgusting.
They say, who would send their kid here without a parent? Who would do this and that? People don't. You act like you don't you've never been anywhere.
People come to America because they think it's a better opportunity.
You've had to have never gone to another country that we sit back and we put sanctions on, and you can blame whoever you want, but really look at what the United States. We got to understand who we are. Don't get me wrong. I defend a lot of things about this country, but I also know who we are. Just like I defended a lot of things about when we speak about the police and we speak about people of color, but I also understand what else needs to happen. There's two sides to every story. Understand who you really are, and don't sit back and act like this country wasn't made for immigrants, because that's why most of you are all here, because your parents immigrated here. You're not your parents, but your great grandparents, whoever was in your family who came here.
Also, it's like this. It's like you could say, hey, why would someone send their kid here without them? They'd be like, they know because they want their kid to have a better life. They know their life would be better. Think about it. That's the hardest thing, for you to let go of your child.
Send the kid to college. Think about how hard that is for people, man. Imagine sending them away knowing you may not ever see them again.
Shoot, I'm sad my kids don't wait on the steps for me when I get home.
You know?
They used to be, oh, hey, how's it going, Dad? Now it's like, hey, let me get $10. I'm leaving.
You know, it changes. But the world that we live in, man, it's sickening. You get people like this who take advantage, man. These are programs set up for. They shouldn't just be filing lawsuits against these people. People need to be in prison behind this. You're raping kids, man. Little kids. I don't care. You know what I mean? This is crazy to me.
Oh, it's just a lawsuit?
It just says the U.S. government filed a lawsuit against its large provider. You know what I mean?
Oh, so all the dudes they're doing like the Catholic Church, just going to move them to another facility?
I'm not sure if they've already been, taken people in or what happened, but this is just a lawsuit, man. This isn't like they've come in and filed criminal charges. I don't see anything. Maybe if I can look.
These people started a whole ass organization just so they could rape little kids.
Yeah, man.
In America. Y'all worried about Pizzagate, and there's a whole organization that was created to rape children.
Listen to this, bro. It said the government has paid Southwest Key more than $3 billion between 2015 and 2023 for the service, the lawsuit stated. $3 billion, man, in an 8-year period of time.
Go sexually assault children.
And probably do other things too that we have no idea about them. You never know if they're selling them into sex.
Think about how many kids got this. There were so many kids, they probably didn't even register some. They were like, I'm going to take this one home.
Yeah, man.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
Let's get on. 29 facilities in Texas, Arizona, and California. So imagine what's going on throughout all those facilities. This is just one of the facilities that they're talking about right here, man. It's crazy. It's pretty.
As Americans, it don't matter what side of the aisle you on. This is disgusting. This is the stuff, and it's crazy. No matter what side of the aisle we're on, this keeps coming up. For some reason, we can't stop it. They don't want it to stop. There was a man. I think he was a police officer in Virginia, and he just got arrested. He got arrested in I believe it was West Virginia. He was accused of raping his 11-year-old daughter, and they gave him 30 days in jail. They gave him 5-year sentence, suspended, and all he had to do was 30 days.
You should see the comments that we had under our Matt Gaetz, Kevin McCarthy video.
Yeah,
these people are like, "Why are you guys talking about Matt Gaetz? You guys are this. You're losers." Blah 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 blah. You know, I don't care about the name calling. I understand what that is. That's small. You know, people. But it's just crazy that you're not willing to even look at this as like Kevin McCarthy's telling you the truth. He's telling you he was one of you guys. He's a rhino, blah blah blah. Because you're mad because he's telling you the truth about what's going on. Just like when Donald Trump's stuff came out about him, all of his involvement with Epstein, going to Epstein Island, flying on a plane, calling him over 90 times, calling him at 3 a.m, all kinds of stuff. You guys don't want to deal with that. But you wanted to talk about it when you thought it was about Bill Clinton and everyone else was on Epstein Island. You wanted to bring up Epstein Island all the time. But now it seems like you guys want to just cover. This isn't just a you guys versus these guys thing. If Bill Clinton's on Epstein Island, he need to take his ass to jail,
he need to go to jail, and Trump need
Bill
to go to jail.
Bill Gates, any of them.
Stephen Hawking need to be dug up and pissed on because he was there the whole time.
Yeah,
he was kicking it.
So all I'm saying is that we need to honestly start taking a deeper look into what is going on here, because this has been going on for a long time. They've been housing these kids, putting them in cages during Obama's presidency too, and then kids coming up missing. How the hell is kids coming up missing?
Yeah, if you care about the kids, man, the shit, it doesn't matter what side of the aisle you on. We ain't with that.